That's better. What? Oh, right. Hold on, sorry. Okay. Now we're ready to start. All right. Spider-Man Limited Edition PS4 Pro. Also, I feel like the same people who are going to ask if I actually destroyed a PlayStation 4 Pro just now with a hammer, the same people probably think that people on Walking Dead actually die. But no, that PS4 Pro is dead, yes. But we have a Spider-Man Limited Edition PS4 Pro that I have been waiting for a while now, because I think I was UPS's last stop today. But it's finally here, and we can open this bad boy up. I was really excited. Wario64 actually tweeted this out like a week before I think it came out, and that Amazon had got these back in stock and put them up. So I would follow Wario64 if you're into getting the limited edition systems or even deals. He posts stuff quick, and he definitely helped me get this, so thanks to him. So let's open this thing up. I do want to look at the box for a second, because I really like kind of the box art design here. It's obviously all red with Spider-Man on the front, and on the back they have Spider-Man and Mr. Negative. Just a nice, really cool looking scene there. And then everything else is pretty minimalistic around the sides. But I really like the kind of the scene that they portray here. I think that looks really cool for kind of the back of a box for the console. So let me cut the tape here, and we'll go ahead and get that open. I guess we'll use the old hammer, never fails for that, right? There we go. All right, we're in. So, PS4 Pro. And this is typical for the PlayStation 4 Pro. Usually it has kind of what is essentially like a jacket on the outside of it, like this does. And then it's usually just like a standard like white box on the inside. That's how that one was. And you know what? I think I'm going to hang this one up, I guess, like right here underneath of it. I might do that, you know what I mean? Like keep it that way. I like the way this box looks. I think it looks really nice. I think it'll actually fit okay under there. It's very red, obviously, but I think it'll fit pretty well there. I might actually do that. I left some space down there just for any other systems and stuff I get, so I think we're gonna do that. So here we go. Get in here. Paperwork, of course, paperwork. Quick start guide. A bunch of stuff that I'll probably never read. So, good though if you've never had a PS4 at all. So here we go. Let's get this guy apart. And, all right, so, yes, there is a physical copy of Spider-Man in here. That was one of my concerns at first was, am I going to get a digital copy of it where they just put a code in there? They've been pretty good, I think, about this now, because I thought God of War was also physical, but I do like that it does have the not for resale on the back. So I guess if you get a not for resale copy of Spider-Man from a store or anything like that, or a friend, I guess that's either from the collector's edition or this limited edition one. I'll have to, let me know if the collector's edition also has the not for resale on the bottom there. It's not a big deal. It's just, it's interesting to kind of have that, I guess, as your version, your collection part for it. 45 gigabyte minimum install. Hopefully that won't take forever. I know there's a bunch of patches to download as well. Awesome. So let's take a look at the system first, and then we'll take a look at the controller, which I think is the only thing left in here in this part of the box. Oh, there's something else in there. Is that just like the disc, or, oh no, okay, it's just more, it's just free trials and like, hey, welcome to PlayStation. So there you go. Just a little booklet they give you. Cool. This box is now empty. It's done. And now we get to move on to the good stuff. The system and the controller. Let's open up the system first, because I'm kind of want to take a look at the system here. It looked very good in pictures. It's supposed to be glossy, and that was a cool idea. I guess I kind of like that a little better than the matte finish, I guess, that we saw. But the thing about glossy is they'll get scratched up, even just from like dust. Okay, limited warranties, sure. Even from like dust, they'll get scratched up, which is kind of annoying. Ooh, that looks nice. It's gonna, my lights are probably gonna reflect off of it. That is a shiny finish. Wow. I'll get some close-up pictures of this as well for you guys with the camera and everything, so you can get some really nice pictures of it. And of course, they still have on the back if you don't already know this, they have like the triangle, circle, square, and everything for like the rubber standoffs on the back. It's a fun touch. But it is red and black. So the plastic on the outside is all red, and then inside it has black plastic, so it has that black and red stack effect. And then of course the blue light on the front. So it kind of all comes together for Spider-Man. I really like that symbol on the front. That is a really nice looking system. So the limited edition one is $400, but it comes with the game, which is $60. So if you didn't have a PS4 and you were already looking to get into, I guess, the PS4 library and Spider-Man was pulling in, this is not a bad pickup, actually. And the Pro is good. The Pro is a good system. It gets loud, but still, it's a good system, I think, for what it is. Let's take a look at the controller as well. Gotta rip that guy apart. So, of course, all the cables, power cable, USB cable to charge your controller. There should be an HDMI cable in here. I think it's a 4K, or one of the 4K, I guess, pass-through cables for this HDMI cable. So it should do that and everything. Here is our controller, earbuds that I don't think anyone actually uses, and then HDMI cable. Yeah. The controller, I was a little hesitant on the controller. I think it looks all right here, but I think the white and the red clash a bit. Looking at it, the white is very apparent. It really stands out. And then we have just this black touchpad here. I don't know what other color they could have made this. I'm sure they played around with some designs, but the controller I think looks all right, but it's not my favorite design. I think the console looks a lot better. And of course the controller is not glossy. It is a matte finish, so it doesn't really match terribly well with the system at all. But it's a limited edition controller. I think otherwise it looks all right. Red's my favorite color, so I was on board with this very quickly. The controller I'll get you some shots of as well. And that is our PS4 Pro Spider-Man limited edition system. And I keep dropping the controller, it keeps falling over. It's this is kind of slippery on the front. So I guess that's it for the unboxing. Not much left to do, I guess. Come on, if you've been around this channel for a while, you knew this was going to happen. So yes, the lid's off. I wanted to see if there was anything they did differently here, just to see if there was any revision or anything they've done. This is the newest PS4 Pro, obviously, just came out today. So I was curious if there was any kind of revision or anything they did to it, but to be honest, looking at it right now, from this side, it doesn't look like anything's really different. Let's check out the other side. I guess I'll also check the hard drive real quick. I was just curious. I wasn't going to go that deep, to be honest, into this system, just because if there's no revision there's no need. You guys have seen me pull apart PS4 Pro a couple times now. We just did it the other week when we did the liquid metal stuff. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, I don't even know what type of... I gotta take this hard drive completely out to see what type it is. It's an HGST, that's a Western Digital brand, so it could have been worse. It could have been a Seagate. Now, this is the side that'll tell us a little more about if anything's changed inside. And I didn't really want to go, like I said, too far into it. But you guys know me. My curiosity takes over for some of this stuff. Let's see. So they have changed one thing in here. Everything else looks the same. The first thing is they have changed around the heatsink here. They've made a change on this part here. Just looking at it straight away, I can tell. I don't think it's any different outside of that because everything else is the same. There's a lot more Phillips head, which is very nice. We're used to T10 and T8s all over the place. There's a lot of Phillips head screws going on here, which is appreciated, of course. But what I'm going to do, okay, is I'm going to pull this board out just very quickly, and I just want to look at the chip itself just to see if it's any different. I wasn't going to go this far, but now I'm a little intrigued because the heatsink appears to be at least a bit different from this angle. So let me get this out real quick. Man, they really packed this thing in with screws. Feels like more screws than the usual Pro, so that's odd. Yeah, it's slightly a little different, not terribly different though. It looks pretty much the same. Let me grab the other board and we'll compare it real quick. So something I'm noticing with the differences here, this one did have more screws. I can actually see just from the screw hole differences here. And it's almost like they wanted to support the board a bit more, make sure it was really supported by more screws. That's something I'm noticing here right away. But otherwise, everything else looks to be in the same place all the way around. So I think this is still the same chip and everything, but I mean, I'm this far. I'll pull this board out and I'll take a look at both dies just to make sure. Well, no surprise, it's the same chip. There's no differences at all that I can see. But Sony, what are you doing here? Look at the compound on this chip. I'll get you guys a close-up picture. Sony, you don't need that much. Oh, I don't know who's doing this in the factories or whatever, but they went crazy with the compound on this chip. Like, my liquid metal application was actually really good. I'm looking at it, and this thing is silent over here with the other PS4 Pro. Now I'm worried this one's actually gonna be loud. I might actually clean some of this compound off, which is not really something you should have to do for the factory, but Sony, get your compound game in check here. Well, I guess there's nothing left to do but to put it together, so let's 800 speed, let's go. All right, and that's everything. This is actually the board from the old PS4 Pro. But that is everything. Took it apart, checked it out. The only thing I really see that they made a difference with was some of the support around the chip was better technically because they had more screws, but they did take away that there's usually a metal plate behind the chip to just help out with the older one. They seem to have built that into kind of like the metal skeleton around it, which actually is probably better anyway. So overall, it's pretty much the same chip and everything. A few smaller refinements and redesigns internally, but pretty cool looking system. I'm going to enjoy playing Spider-Man, which I'm going to start right now. But thanks guys for tuning in, checking out the unboxing. I know we went a little further than an unboxing, but that's what we do here. It's a lot of fun. If you want to support the channel, I actually left an affiliate link down in the description for Spider-Man, so on Amazon. So if you're planning on getting it anyway, if you order through there, it just helps the channel out. Thanks guys for watching. Make sure you like the video if you liked it, dislike it if not, and I'll see you guys in the next video.